Hello everybody and welcome back to Vixen Purple's Crochet and More. I am your host, Cheryl. Hello from Colorado Springs, Colorado, where I reside. Um, this is the 4th of July weekend. It is actually currently July 6th. We had quite a bit of fireworks going off around our area because we had the whole blocks around me literally were going off for 4, maybe 5 hours. My poor little Oscar dog, he was not a happy camper, even though I gave him some stuff to keep him calm and everything, but he was still shaking and wanting to be up with somebody because he was that scared. And it's not fun watching my poor boy go through that, especially for my old man. He is like 13 years old, and watching that was not easy. But anyhow, today I just wanted to come on and talk to you about some finishes that I have done. Also, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a knitting machine that I have. I had purchased probably, well, here, let me grab it if I don't lose everything else. I have this, it's the Addie King knitting machine, and I love it. And you guys haven't seen me work with this for a while. And the reason why is because the handle decided to break. And it was held by a little plastic pin, and this is what the pin looks like, is this. And you can see that it's broken. It is broken and not a happy camper. And I've been very, very displeased with it. So I was like, it's on timeout. So the yesterday, I had to go into town. We had at the shop, we were supposed to have a 4-day weekend. The guys got to have a 4-day weekend, but because I wasn't doing anything and I wasn't going out of town, I actually had to go in for a couple of hours to meet with an adjuster for a car that we were working on. So, and they only had that availability, and I'm like going, okay, well, I'll go in. Plus, I had to feed the fish. So the fish needed to be fed. So there was a dual purpose for me going in. Well, since I was in town, I took some stuff over for donations, and that I wasn't going to be using and definitely did not need. So I took it over to the local thrift store for a donation and go from there. But anyhow, there's a hardware store next to it. And in that hardware store, they have the fastenings. I'm going to put you guys on pause because I didn't think of that beforehand. Well, that's not good. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, how I fix this. So hold on, okay? Okay, sorry about that. I had to go grab it. A little bit of an explanation. Before I moved to Colorado, I used to work in a town called Red Bluff, California. There I worked at a hardware store for many, many years. It was to the point where I had customers literally call me off my lunch to come deal with them. So it's like, because they wouldn't want to deal with anybody else. So anyhow, I remembered that this little piece, this hooks onto the handle, and then there's a little screw at this top. Well, this reminded me of a fastener, and it's called a binder pin. And this is what the binder pin looks like. I'm going to take the screw off. Try to show you guys. So that's what the binder pin looks like. And it unscrews. Right here, you can unscrew it, and it'll come off. And there's the, my fingers are big. That's the little pin. But anyhow, I put these two together, and I put them together with the handle on my Addie machine. I actually had to go back and get a couple of larger pins because I thought maybe the 3/4 inch was going to fit. Well, it didn't. Wasn't long enough. So I went back, got an inch, and it worked. But I noticed that it kept on coming, the screw kept on coming off, and I didn't want that. So I went and got, and I bought an inch and a half, quarter. Oh my goodness. An inch and a quarter binding pin. And because you can see right there, it's going to be a little bit how it sticks out, how this pin sticks out a little bit when you push it in. This will give me enough room for the handle to spin while I'm cranking it. So even though this handle part has a little bit of a slot, I told my husband, I go, it's not going to fit, it's not going to work. So he takes his drill and drill it out a little bit so I can put this slot, this pin into this slot to be able to fix it. Because that is what I found on that part. And now I have it back up, so you guys will probably see me doing a little bit more of the knitted hats. This here is the Just Feel Festive shawl. I found my mannequin top because when I was at the thrift stores many years ago, I got a lot of these tops and I would pay like $12 for them or something like that because they would lose the base on it. But that was fine for me because I had shelves and everything that I could display on it. So I pulled this out and decided to put this on and see what's going on. The other thing I guys wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit is my chickens. Okay. I want you guys to know something, that I basically, how can I say this without sounding like a pirate or basically this is a combination of two different patterns. One, I have purchased the Oak and Marley. Okay, let's rephrase that. I'm sorry, I do not edit. So I will blunder. So you're seeing a blooper now. I purchased the Oak and Go ahead, guys, laugh at me. It's funny. The pattern from Oak and Marley. Hey, I got it this time off of Etsy when we first started seeing the chickens come out. And in the process, I'm like going, oh, that's a real easy to do. And then I kept on seeing stuff go on. Well, there's another person out there on the YouTube streets. I don't know where or how what her name is because there's so many of them out there now. She had built up the neck to a little bit here and put the head on it. Well, most chickens don't have stubby necks. So that I'm going to say right now. Most chickens have larger necks or taller necks, however you want to look at it. But anyhow, I want you guys also to know something. When I was in California, I used to have, well, actually, let me rephrase that. I used to be in 4-H, and I used to show my chickens because I did have some chickens when I was a teenager, a younger teenager. And some of the chicks that you see on the internet or on the YouTube streets don't really have the best looking combs. And that combs means is that this top part here. Well, most of the chickens I know basically go from basically between their eyes to the back of their head, depending on the chicken too. There's a bunch of different varieties of breeds out there that have weird looking things. Silkies are very feathery. So they have a feather cap and not a whole lot of combs showing, maybe except for right between their nose and their eyes. Some of them are very flamboyant. They have feathers on their feet. Some of them are really super interesting looking birds is all I'm going to say. I basically used two patterns to get my chickens. My comb is completely different. My tail is completely different from here to here, and the comb is different because they're not kind of flat. The combs are not kind of flat. They're very wavy. And this one I think is the most true to a chicken's comb. But this is a little bit different. I used different stitches. I don't know if you can see right there. No, let's go. Let me put it on this side. Right here, I put a couple of stitches in this one stitch to get that loopy looking. Same way with the tail. I added stitches to get the tail to go out a little bit more, because it's not just flat and little. They got a tail. The roosters are more flamboyant with their tails because they go from the back all the way down. Chickens are about like this. So I did this according to what I remember as a kid, what I've seen out on YouTube streets, the Oak and Marley pattern, which, by the way, I did not know that till here recently. Oak and Marley has a YouTube channel, and she has steps on going through her pattern and to make the Mabel chicken. So if you guys are really interested, I recommend going to her channel and take a looking at her stuff. Now, if you guys like the neck of mine, there's plenty of other channels, and I don't remember all of them or their names, that has this style of neck. Mine's a little bit longer because I was doing Cheryl thing. That's all I was doing. So this is definitely that. But I wanted to address that because, whoops, timber, because a lot of you guys have asked me about a pattern, and well, this is a combination of a couple of patterns. The comb is definitely mine because that's the way I did it. It was completely different from everybody else's, and the tail too. But anyhow, that is what I wanted to kind of address a little bit, because I know you guys have been asking me, and I felt that this was going to be easier for me to tell you than having to type it all out, because it's not fun or easy and stuff. But anyhow, well, I'll get back on with the show. So those are the couple of things that I wanted to show. And just to recap, this is the Just Feel Festive shawl. You guys saw it on my channel here a couple videos back ago showing it as a completed item. I just wanted to display it to see what you guys think of it and kind of go from there. And to let you guys know on this, I'm going to put you on pause again. I do apologize because I have to grab some stuff. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to grab a couple of whips and stuff. This is a project that I'm doing to use up some of the cotton that I have, because I have a lot of cotton. But I have a lot of this pink. What is this pink? This is called rose red. So it's a pinky red. But anyhow, I had 3 of these balls. So far I am down to 2 balls. Well, 1.5 basically. And this is basically what I'm making, is pretty much like a beach bag or a tote bag or whatever you want to call it. I'm using an H hook on this pattern, but so far I've got the base and I'm working it up into just a bag. And I'm not done. I'm still trying to figure out the pattern. So basically I've got windows in there. I don't know if you can see it, some windows and basic double crochets, yes. Double crochets and windows. So that is something that I am working on. I'm still trying to figure it all out and go from there. But that's where I'm at with this. And like I said, I still have another ball that I'm going to finish off with this, as well as put the handle on and stuff like that. So this is no pattern, but I have been seeing a lot of market bags and other stuff that that's going around YouTube streets. I know Rich Textures has gotten several of the market bags that have designs or fillets or whatever you want to call that out, and they're decent sized videos. I think they're like an hour or something like that. And for me, because I work, and a lot of times I see a lot of everybody's videos is while I'm at work doing office work because I can't think right now, or putting putting estimates into my computer system to have it for our records and stuff like that. I watch a lot of YouTube that way, in between customers as well, and answering phones. So, but yeah, that's what I've been noticing. I know Rich Textures is here on YouTube, so you can probably check out some of her patterns. I will try to link everybody into the description box if I can. So, I also have, well, I don't know how you guys would call it. It's not Happy Mail, but it's not exact. It's a purchase, but it's not yarn. I promise you, it's not yarn. So I was watching Miss Ella at No Catchy Name, and she goes, "Oh, I have bags up," and I saw one of the bags, and I'm like going, I gotta have it. So in here, I guess my kids or something or got messed up in the thing. So anyhow, this is what I have. I'm not going to show the front, but I just wanted to open it up with you guys to see what you guys think of it. So let me grab my scissors here and see what I have gotten to add to my collection of things. Okay. All right. Oh, let's see. This is really nice. Okay. Okay. Well, of course I have the receipt, and let's see. On the receipt, she just says thank you, and of course, and I'm like going, thank you, Miss Ella. I really appreciate that. But look what she's got. She's got it all niced up, and she put a little sticker, says thank you for being a repeat customer. See that? And my favorite color, purple. So I will take that and probably reuse it somewhere. Don't know what, but anyhow, I just wanted to show you guys what I got. Okay. All right, y'all know I love horses. Horses have been since I was this high and older. So this is what I bought from Miss Ella. Would you look at this? Isn't this gorgeous? Oh my God, I love these. And it's got a little strappy handle, which is really nice. A little orange zipper pouch to a zipper to match the orange on the fabric, and white lining. It is felted, not felted, and it's a bit of a box bottom, as you can see. This is absolutely gorgeous. And her Candy was in her No Catchy Name sticker or tag. So I love it. This is exciting. When she showed this on our channel, I'm like going, I wonder how many she's got up there, or if it's been still up there. And sure enough, she had some up there, and I'm like going, one of them is mine. So I bought it. So now I have a very, very nice, beautiful project bag with things I love, and that's with horses on this. So yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Miss Ella. I love it. Beautiful. And it's really nice. It's kind of a thicky quilted fabric. I mean, it's really nicely quilted. Very nice. I love it. Thank you. So yeah, I can't wait to put something in it, which I'll have another project to start here pretty soon. So, but that's what my smile mailed for me, or whatever you want to call it, is I got this. So I'm very happy. Yay. Beautiful. Oh, I can't stop looking at that. That's too gorgeous. So anyhow, next work of progress, another WIP that I'm still working on is the Affiliate Talks Agatha reading shawl. And you guys, I didn't show last WIP's video is because I was I hadn't touched it at that time, but I did mark it when I showed you guys last on that. This is, I still have more of this ball to go. So this is 2 cakes on here at this time. Let me find my marker so that I can show you guys how much I've done on this. So you guys remember I had showed you guys up to here. So this is from where I started to here, and this is how much I've added to it. So, and this is what I have left of the cake, and I'm still debating on whether I want to add the 3rd cake or just kind of call it quits, because it's still a nice shawl, and if somebody really wanted a smaller shawl, that would work too, because it's not going to go down all the back. So this is where the bottom is, and that's the top. So it's still in pretty good size shawl. So that is where I'm at on this. This is the let me get the tag. This is the Sidar's Color Wheel Dazzle that I am working in. Here's the label. This is 19% wool, 3% polyester, and 79% acrylic. This is the colorway. It doesn't have a name on it whatsoever. So that's the shade number that I'm using. And this is the yarn. And it's a 150 gram ball. So this is 568 yards per cake. So that I've already got almost 1,200 yards into this. So I haven't decided, but I may just call it quits after this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I add the other ball of it and call it good, or leave it? That would be appreciative to have that information. So that is what I've been working on. And yes, I still have a lot more WIPs to go, but I haven't worked on them, so I haven't shown them. But I need to get this one done so I can start working on them and get those taken care of. So also, while I was goofing off and having fun and all this other fun stuff, I have been making some hats. Some of you guys already know that I had, well, let me get this one. You guys remember I had asked you guys a question on some color choices for this size, this hat. And I chose a pink, I chose a white lambkin fluffy yarn, or a mint green or mint color or mint blue, whatever you want to call it. Well, unanimously, everyone said mint. So this is considered a finished object, even though it was half finished the last time I showed this. This is what it looks like now. So I did finish it with the mint. So you guys were the best. Thank you. I was thinking more of the pink, but I'm like going, I really like the mint a lot better. So thank you for that, to help me make the decision on that. So now it's going to go into my pile. So I had some left over on the mint, and then I decided, well, I'm going to make another hat. So I used that, and then I had a very small, and I do mean small because it was about like this size of yarn or cake, and I had some coral or a peachy color, whatever you want to call it, and this is what I made. I made this hat. Now I took and did the single crochet, a half double crochet, 2 together, type thing, and then single crochet, and then I changed it up a couple of stops and kind of made a pattern out of that. So that's what I did with that. So, oh, that was my San Andreas fault, guys. Sorry. So, but yeah, this is how this one turned out. Thought that would be pretty cool, and I really liked how the colors play off of each other. It's very, very pastel-y. So, you guys remember I had purchased through the thrift store some yarns, and I'm like going, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but there's enough to make a hat with them. And I knew that they were Lion Brands or a chunky wool mixture yarn. Well, I did make some hats. So this is all that I have left. Let me pull this off. It did not have enough to go around, but that's okay. I will put it to use on something else. So this is literally how much yarn I had left. Not even 3 feet. And then I made a tag because that tells me how many ounces this was, and this was approximately 4.2 ounces. And I'm pretty sure it was a Lion Brand yarn in a variegated color. So that's going to go into my box. But like I said, this is all I have left. And I just made a basic beanie with that hat or that yarn. So, and it's very thick, very nice. I liked how it kind of striped out. It was very unique. So I made that. And then you guys might remember that I bought a black and white yarn through the thrift store on one of my thrift store hauls. Sorry, I'm trying to untie it to show you that I have this so much left. This is how much I have left of this. Is this much. So my tag here, this was definitely a Lion Brand. I'm pretty sure of it. This was a 4.8 ounce ball that I weighed. 4.8. And again, I made a basic beanie. And it kind of pooled a little bit. So I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. So yeah. And that's what the top looks like. And I just put basically a half double crochet to kind of give it like a little ridge on the bottom here, and then just finished it off with single crochets just to make a brim. And I thought that was pretty nice that I got it done, and it's now out of the stash. So yay. I did use a larger hook. I think it was an L. I don't know. I have to go find it. It's in there. It's in the mystery room. And then you guys will probably remember that a while back, I don't remember what tote I took it out of, but I took out an orange and either blue or black, it looks blue to me, yarn out of a cake. And I'm like going, oh, I should put that with bulky. Well, I wound up making something with it. If I can get my tags to untie. This is all that I have left of the yarn. And if I get my thing without tearing it, I weighed the cake, and the cake weighed out to be, come on, Cheryl. Also 4.8 ounces. There's the label that I made. So this is all that I have left of that cake. And this is what I made. I made an orange and blue. I think this looks like Broncos. It could be the Cubs. It could be something yarn colorway that people would like. But yeah, this is a beanie that I made. And it is definitely a 6-weight. So that is pretty much done with the hats. And I've made 5 hats since the last time I spoke to you guys on Finished Makes. The other thing is, you guys remember that I had gotten this little fairy. By the way, Miss Jill claimed it from Fiber Floozy Crafts. She claimed it. She goes, I got to have it, Cheryl. No matter what, I got to have it. I said, okay. So, you guys remember that I had this yarn. Get this off. Well, let me get this. You guys remember I had this little fairy girl. She reminds me a lot like Tinkerbell, but this is not a Disney fairy. This is just a little fairy that I found. And this is her. I got to take the clippings off. But yeah, this is her. And you guys remember that I said, hey, what do you guys think of this yarn for this as a lovey? You guys fell in love with it. So, let me finish pulling this out. This is all that I have left of the yarn. Okay. And this was a 3.7 ounce multicolor green yarn. Apparently I can't just rip things apart. So, yeah, there it is. 3.1. Whoops, there we go. 3.1. No, 7. I can't read or speak. So, that was what I made. This is all I have left. Here is the lovey. Make sure I find the right side. It is done. And now, she's going to go onto this. And I think this is cool because you could take the wings and pull it through the spaces. Here, I'm going to try and show you. To kind of give it to the point where she's going to fly with her cape or blanket or whatever. So, there she is with her lovey and her wings. So, I'm very happy with the way this came out. I love how this green comes and matches her. And I was thinking about doing something gold, but I'm just going to leave it like it is. It's pretty enough. So this has got to go along to Miss Jill, along with her emotional support chickens and stuff like that. But that is what I have gotten done so far. But I need another advice. I had found this, but I think he's a little too big. But I want you guys to let me know if I should just go ahead and make it a bigger lovey, or just sell it like it is. So I found this guy. He is a good size stuffy. So I have some blue and I have a lot of red. I even have some black to make a lovey out of him. Do you guys think this is too big of an animal, or not an animal, of a stuffy to do a lovey? He's in really, really excellent shape and stuff. So, all right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys are new to my channel or carousing and you found me on YouTube streets and you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. You don't know what I'm going to do. Everything I make and stuff like that is just, you just never know. So basically I call this an under construction channel. You just never know what's going to be popping up. So anyhow, if you guys are looking, I am trying to reach my 1,000 subscribers, and want to just get there. That's a goal that I've kind of set, and I'm quite there a little bit. I'm also doing a tote series with the yarn hoard, because I have stuff in storage that a lot of people have not seen and stuff like that. I'm not going to be probably posting any storage totes at this time. I may come up a little bit later. I don't know, because I'm still in the process of doing some major cleaning and rearranging and stuff like that. So this has not been fun. And yeah, it's fun. But anyhow, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me on today. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. We are supposed to get up to 89 degrees. Too hot for my liking, but that's okay. We've had some really nice cool weather, so I've been opening up the house when I can, and then turn on the AC when it's too hot. So anyhow, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me again. No, I'm repeating myself, and I'm sorry. Also, I want to thank all of my OGs and my new subscribers for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. There's a couple of channels that I would like you guys to go take a look at, but I think I'm going to do that as a separate video, because this one's already getting way too long because I've been yammering away. So with that being said, please hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys see anything that you like and that I may want to sell, I can. I have no intentions on, well, let me rephrase that. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this stuff just yet. I just make it. So, and show you guys. So if there's something that you guys see and like, and if you guys want to purchase it or something like that, please let me know. Email me and we will figure out something and go from there. Yeah. And I'm rambling, and I know it. So anyhow, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Big hugs from me to you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care now. Bye for now.